And we begin tonight with a look at the weather impact as we track rain and storms overnight, parts of our viewing area under a marginal risk for severe storms. Thanks for inviting us in. It's 11 o'clock. Angela's got the timeline for us. So what kind of threat are we talking about?
Overnight rain and a few rumbles of thunder. The greater threat tonight is along and south of the Ohio River, but does ramp up for us during the day tomorrow. So this is a look at the Tuesday severe weather outlook. Make sure you have ways to get warnings. Check back with us for updates on the timeline. Right now looking like an afternoon evening chance for some severe storms on Tuesday. Right now on live Doppler 13 radar, just some spotty areas of rain. The steadier rain still developing across the state line into portions of Illinois. And these stronger cells that you see pushing east of St. Louis will actually dive south and east toward the Evansville and Vincennes area. What we get overnight, some downpours, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. This is 4 a.m. when you check in with Chuck. This will be just enough to slow things down for that Tuesday morning drive as we continue to monitor the threat of some showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Kids will need to grab the umbrella for the bus stop.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. And we want to remind our friends at home that you can track these incoming storm chances right on your phone with the WTHR weather app. It gives you the easy access to our interactive radar. Plus, you can check out the blog anytime. It's a free download. You can get it in the App Store. And now cracking down on illegal street takeovers here in Indianapolis. That's the goal tonight of this new proposal introduced to the City County Council tonight. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick explains how this new ordinance will hold more people accountable.
Scenes like this are playing out across the Circle City. Burnouts, intersections blocked, streets set on fire, and even officers attacked. Now IMPD and state police are sending a strong message to those involved. Just last weekend, officers arrested 7 people, towed 4 cars, seized multiple guns, and gave out 40 tickets.
This is very serious, and it's something we're taking very serious because we don't want to see anybody get hurt.
And it's not just police fed up, but also counselors.
It's unacceptable that kind of behavior to be taking place in our community today in 2024. And I've met with the chief this morning, spoke to him about that, and our officers have all the resources possible to address this issue.
Counselor Leroy Robinson is sponsoring a proposal that would give police more power to combat the dangerous trend. It includes penalizing people involved in illegal street racing, motorcycle stunting, and reckless driving exhibitions. That means anyone planning, promoting, participating, or even attending these events. Fines range from $100 to $250. Also, cars involved would now be confiscated and impounded on the spot for at least 30 days.
Taking that vehicle for them hopefully will make them see things differently and the things they're doing that are uncivilized in our community.
In a statement, IMPD Chief Chris Bailey applauded the proposal, saying it will empower our officers to effectively address reckless driving and street takeover activities that endanger lives and property. As for next steps, this proposal will now head to the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee this Wednesday. If approved, it will then head back to the full council for a final vote in October. At the City County building, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Legal racing and motor events would be exempt from this kind of proposal if organizers host these events in authorized and designated areas. Well, right now, IMPD is now investigating after fire crews pulled a man out of a retention pond on the east side of Indy. Our Logan Gay talked with fire crews on the scene near 38th and German Church. So, Logan, how is that man doing right now?
Well, Scott, I just reached out to police for an update and have not heard back yet. But when I was on the scene, fire crews did not know the man's condition, but they told me they gave him CPR and rushed him to the hospital.
What happened today, it was so scary.
Neighbors who live in this apartment complex, like Evans Manasseh, watched as the IFD dive and water rescue team pulled a 36-year-old man's body from this retention pond. Manasseh says he was fishing in that very pond before the incident happened.
It was very scary. I was so shocked, especially when I see that they was pulling him out of the water, and then all my blood was completely shocked. So it's very scary.
Witnesses say the man was fishing too when he got in for a swim. IFD Deputy Chief Jerry Martin says a group called 911 when the man never resurfaced. Martin says it took crews less than 10 minutes to find the man once they arrived. A witness on scene stayed and gave first responders information about where the man was last seen. By the time they pulled him out, he'd been under about half an hour. They gave him CPR during what they call the golden hour.
Generally, during a drowning, a victim can be revived within, they call the golden hour, within 1 hour if CPR is started right away, and that's what we did.
Martin says because retention ponds are found in many subdivisions and apartment complexes, it's important people are careful around them.
Well, I think it's best for everybody to just stay out of retention ponds. I know they do look real pretty in the neighborhood sometimes too, but they're just not safe.
Manasseh says he hopes he doesn't see this happen again in his community.
Always have somebody with you when you're walking around the pond, and just be careful.
We'll keep reaching out to IMPD and IFD for an update on the man's condition and his name.
All right, Logan, thanks so much. Tonight at 11, 2 men are now in jail after police tell us a road rage incident ended with a shooting. Court documents tonight reveal 3 people in a green Ford Taurus told police they were leaving the McDonald's drive-thru on Friday evening near 21st and Shadeland. So they realized their order was wrong, so they did a U-turn to go back. 2 men behind them in a black Ford Escape allegedly yelled at them. An argument then led to gunshots fired on the street and at the McDonald's parking lot. The driver of the Taurus was hit in the back.
I think this is just another reminder about the dangers of engaging in any type of road rage. We all make mistakes while driving, but don't let that escalate to anger. Whether you're the instigator or the victim, find a way to disengage immediately.
Investigators collected more evidence at the scene today. Turns out the 2 men in the Escape were arrested for attempted murder. The man who was shot tonight is out of the hospital. The judge in the Delphi murders case will now decide whether to allow jurors to see the crime scene for themselves. Early this morning, the defense team asked that jurors be taken to walk the trail the girls likely took to the Monon High Bridge. They want the jurors to see where the suspect, Richard Allen, supposedly parked his car, and to see the woods where the victims were found, where one of them recorded the suspect saying, "down the hill." Our legal expert, attorney Katie Jackson-Lindsay, told us the defense team may want to help jurors visualize what might or might not have happened.
I anticipate what we will hear from them is that it's not plausible that Allen could have done this. We've already had a preview of their defense in terms of believing that there was more than one actor.
Richard Allen's trial is scheduled to begin in just 3 weeks. He's accused of killing Libby German and Abby Williams about 7.5 years ago. Now, you can get caught up on all the details of this case. Just scan that QR code. It'll take you to WTHR.com/Delphi. Tonight at 11, the family of a northern Indiana man who died in police restraints is now asking to see the police body cam video as they try to understand what led to his death. 26-year-old Riker Earl died September 8th near Rensselaer. His family, who met with civil rights attorney Ben Crump today, says they called 911 because he was having a seizure. They claim the decision by the responding Jasper County deputies to handcuff him face down with officers on top of him led to his death.
When I arrived on scene that night, Riker was face down with handcuffs behind his back. Pleaded, "Help, I can't breathe."
We are going to get to the truth of what happened that led to the death of a 26-year-old father of 2 who needed a helping hand.
The Jasper County Sheriff issued a statement about Earl's death, saying they placed him in handcuffs for his safety and everyone else's. The sheriff wrote that Earl was in an excited state and did not respond to pleas from deputies or his family to remain calm.